Good morning, everyone. I am Ferdinand Amparo, the third reporter, and my topic is all about the Edgar coin of experience and the TPACK, which is stand for Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge. So now we'll talk about first the Edgar coin of experience. So who is Edgar Dale? So Edgar Dale was born in 1900 and he grew up in a family from in the North Dakota, United States. He earned both his bachelor's and master's degrees from the University of North Dakota and made his way as a teacher in a small rural school. Dale enjoyed a long career as a professor of Ohio State University in 1929 and 1970. He also served as the president of the Division of Visual Instruction of the National Education Association and now known as the Association for Educational Communication and Technology. So, Edgar Dale is so very famous dahil jud no kay daghan na jud siya na serve, daghan na po siya na create. So, the Cone of Experience and the first edition of Audiovisual Methods and Teachings in 1946, Dale introduced the Cone of Experience. The Cone of Experience different educational media and methods in continuum from the most concrete experience at the bottom of the most abstract at the top. When a learner moves from direct and purposeful experience to verbal symbols, the degree of abstraction gradually grows, and as a result, learners become spectators rather than participants. Learners can see, handle, touch, and feel the most purposeful experience. By contrast, verbal symbols, such as use of words, speech, auditory language, and the speak of the cone of highly abstract. This means they do not have a physical resemblance to object or ideas in questions. As such, the Conv experience explains the interrelationship of the various types of media and their individual positions in the learning process. This makes it a valuable tool that helps instructional designers and L&D professionals incorporate the right audiovisual materials into their classroom or online training inventions. And now, in the pyramid, Idiodale was make 11 stages. And the first is the verbal symbols. So, verbal symbols are only symbolic representation, but they can still be quiet, powerful, and flexible. Verbal symbol shows meaning or emotion through writing and spoken words. So, kung jud kayo sa dali jud kayo sa masabtan na ang verbal symbols is mas masabtan nimo through writing or spoken words. Mas makuha na nimo ang imong emotions. So, in the classroom processes and practices, verbal symbols refers to the sending or receiving a message through sounds and language. Teachers can address one student or the whole classroom through verbal communication. So, from the word through sounds and language, pwede dyan siya kanang makuan nimo ning verbal symbols kanang tawag, message, or kanang bisag unsa na kanang magkuan siyag sounds or kanang language. And then the second is the visual symbols. Visual symbols are representations or direct reality which comes into the form of sign and symbols. For example is the maps, graphs, and diagrams are used for representations. So, provides highly abstract experience in connection with the levels of cone experience proposed by Edgar Dale. Other example including drawing, posters, and cartoons. So, sa visual symbols, ang mga magamit niya is kanang maghimo kag kanang maps, graphs, familiar naman ni nato silang tanan no kay. And then ang mga examples sa ani is drawing, poster, and mga cartoons. And then sa classroom processes and practices, the use of visual symbols such as drawing, posters, and cartoons to illustrate or model an experience, idea, or any other visual representations in line with the topic in discussion. So, dili po ka pwede magpataka kag kanang himo ka dira unsa pa na imong gidraw dira gi-poster dira, dapat kung naka-gidraw na connect jud na siya sa imong visual representation sa imong topic sa discussion. And then teachers' instructions as well as students' activities that use graphs, charts, and the next is the recordings, radio, and still pictures. So are visual and auditory devices that can be used by a learner or group of learners that could enhance and extend their experience. For the visual or auditory dimensions, representing sensory media that we can experience. Examples include, kay ba ko familiar na taan tanan, magazines, listening to the old radio, broadcast, and music streaming. So, familiar na medyo tanan aning mga maminag mga karang-karaang radio, di ba? Yeah, magazines na adyo ni kanunay. Music streaming na sad ni. So, in classroom processes and practices, teacher lectures a group discussion involving the use of radio, recordings for information gathering, story analysis, and listening skill development, and the use of pictures to further concept idea. So, naadyo yung mga instructor or teachers na kung mag-discuss sila, magpakita sila mga pictures para mas masabdan sa mga estudyante o na po sila makup na idea. So, in digital technology integration, use a digital audio in teaching and learning such as podcast education, pre-recorded audio lectures, or other audio learning lectures in Slack Discord. So, pareha sa akong gibuhat karon mo ni ang gitawag na pre-recorded. And digital pictures can be visual stimulation from television, social media, or smartphones, or other software. And the fourth is the motion pictures. Motion pictures, also known as the television level. This level conveys message and information through educational videos, films, documentaries, and etc. So, ang motion pictures kay naa niya masud ang mga educational videos, films, and mga documentaries. So, in classroom processes and practices, it can help eliminate the unnecessary materials and focus upon only selected points or important details. Teachers can give students the visual moving experience, and students can observe and make evaluation from what is shown to them. So, teachers, instructor, pwede ka magpakita mga video, and then ang students na ang kanang mo-evaluate kung unsa ang mga gipakita sa instructor or the students. So, in digital technology and integration, utilization of video sharing platforms such as YouTube, Dailymotion, and many others. So, YouTube, familiar na sa din nato, no? So, utilization of projectors to project moving image and videos and films. So, yes, pwede sad ta magkuan o present sa projector at ang ipakita ang mga image, videos, or films para mas maklaro jud sa mga students. And then the fifth is the educational television. So, educational television is the use of television programs in the field or distance education. It may be in the form of individual television programs or dedicated specialty channels that is often associated with the cable television in the United States as public educational and government access or PEG channel providers. So, educational, from the word educational television, magtakod na dira kanang pwede ka mag-broadcast ka dira sa imong mga gipang report, gipang discuss. And then in the classroom processes and practices, television in the medium, when teachers use educational television programs, the relationship between them and their students changes. So, mausab jud ang kuano kanang relationship sa instructor sa students kung dili jud mo face to face magkita through television programs ra. So, educators can set goals or activities for students and their small groups, allowing them to ask permission and share ideas. So, kana kay kuan naman mo kanang television educational, pwede ra jud mo kanang mag-share mo ideas or pwede sad mag-ask of question para mas masabtan jud. And in digital technology integration, educators use TV in the classroom to satisfy a variety of objectives, to reinforce and expand a content being taught, to respond to a variety of learning styles, and to increase students' motivation to learn. Uses smartphones, television, laptops, and computers. So, mo na atong gibuhat taga-report. Nagamit yung taan eh. And the sixth is the exhibits. In education, the arranged working models are exhibited in a meaningful way. Most of the time, exhibits are experiences that are for your eyes only, but some exhibits include sensory experiences which could be related to direct purposely experiences. And this level, meanings and ideas are presented to the learners in a more abstract manner. So in classroom processes and practices, teachers can show students visual representation or concrete examples of an idea or an image conveyed to them. So, murag pareha rin silang mga kanang definition no kanang teachers or instructors mag-represent silang mga concrete examples or kanang mga idea or image para jud masabtan jud sa mga learners, and allow students to create meaning and connection through concrete objects. So, syempre kita as a learners, magnapod tayo dapat ma-co-op na ideas. In digital technological integration, 3D or three-dimensional printing in process in which is digital file can be made in a three-dimension solid object. So, 3D. Familiar kayo na to kay naani sa atong ICT. Exhibits can also be shown through presentation technologies such as digital projectors. The 7 is the study trips. The purpose of the study trip is usually observation for education and non-experimental research, or to provide students with experience outside their everyday activities, such as going camping with teachers and their classmates. So, ganahan jud taan ni tanan makabuhat ani kay hilig ba itag mga gala-gala. So, in classroom processes and practices, study trips can be recreational and educational. So, yes, mas makuan jud aning study trips. Can be done inside or outside the institution. Or it could say indoors and outdoors. So, familiar naman kayo ang field trips, no? Kaya ka nang maglaag-laag ba? Ina. So, now let's continue. So, in technological integration, uses smartphones, camera, pocket Wi-Fi, power bank, laptop, and etc. Yes! Siyempre, kung mang field trips ta with our instructors, need ta kayong cellphones, camera, and then Wi-Fi, power bank. What if malubat ta, need tag extra power bank and camera. Need na natos kanunay, di ba? Kay kung bisag asa ka mabot, picture. Laptop, pwede. And then the eighth is the demonstrations. Demonstrations is a visual explanation or an important fact, idea, or process through use of pictures, drawings, film, and other types of media in order to facilitate clear and effective learning. It may be description of or explanation of a process and illustrated by examples, specimens, and it also includes the act of exhibiting the operation or use of device, machine, process, and product. So, demonstrations. As instructors, you will demonstrate on how to use a laptop and how to use gadgets. Yes, ikaw mo demonstrate. In classroom processes or practices, teachers will use demonstrations to demonstrate the class and observe the process, showing examples, descriptions, and illustration of a process. Yes, nadyo na kanunay ng examples para mas makup up sa students ang unsa ang buhaton. So, in digital technological integration, uses instructional materials, illustration board, individual PowerPoint presentations, and group presentation. So, yes, illustration board na adyo na kanunay. Familiar na po taning PowerPoint presentation kay halos tanang subject na report. And the group presentation, yes. group study, pwede stud. The 9 is the dramatized experience. Can range from the formal plays, pageants, to least formal pantomime, puppets, and role playing. Divided into two categories, which is acting and observing. Acting, actual participation, more concrete. Observation, watching a dramatization take place, more abstract. So acting na adyo na kanunay na to. Kay bawat ta mo act. Observing, yes, mag-observe ta. O giun sa nato pag-act, pwede. In classroom processes or practices, teachers will use these for learners to become more familiar with the concept as they immerse themselves to a if situation. Yes, parehaan ng development sa bata. 'Di ba? Nag-acting ta. Gi-acting nato so that mas natay ma-learn unya, mas masabta natong pamaayo kung unsa jud ang stages sa development sa bata. So will serve teachers as well as information, collaborative and participatory work. Yes, kinahanglan jud tag mga participant, collaboration. Tanang mga group need of collaboration participant so that mas manice ang imong kanang um, concept. And digital technology integration, marionettes, flexible, jointed puppets operated by strings or wires attached to crossbar and maneuvered from directly. So, the 10th is the contrived experience. Hapit na dito. So, contrived experience in this level, representative models are mock-ups of reality are being used in order to provide experience that is close as reality. From the word close as reality. So, they mag-create sa representative na mas duol na sa to provide and to experience na nanata sa duol sa reality. Realization. So, models mock up atoms, planetariums, specimens, and objects. Simulations and games are examples of contrived experience. Yes, games. It is also a contrived experience. Reality. In classroom processes or practices, the use of models, mock-up specimens, and objects is to overcome limitation of space and time. Teachers also use games to serve summation or review. Yes, pwede ka magpa-games. Di ba, right? Kanang example sa reporting, magpa-energizer ka para mas makuan ang body sa students or ang brain. So, in digital technology integration, program materials, computers, flat pictures, slides, and transparencies, map, charts, cartoons, posters, models, mock-ups, planet board materials, and the like. So, in contrived experience no, kay nasagol na diri ang katong mga map, charts na diri mo lang nag-mix na sila tanan. So, in planetarium, as a mock-up may be simplified in order to emphasize certain features. So, mga features, yes, mga charts, maps, and also the modules child development. And the last, 11, direct purposeful experience. These are first-hand experience which serves as the foundation of learning. These are the rich experiences that use senses bring, from which we construct the ideas, the concepts, the generalizations that give meaning and order to our lives. Dale's 1969. So, si Dale's nag-create na word. It is the purposeful experience that is seen, handled, tasted, felt, touched, and smelled. So, sa direct purposeful experience, no, diri masud si makagunit. Feel sa hand, taste, panglasa, touch, and also the smell. And the classroom processes and practices, teachers teach others, experimentation, design, immediate use, first-hand experience. So yes, pwede ka makatudlo sa uban, pwede po ka maka-experiment, pwede po ka mag-create of design, o pwede po ka mag hands-on. So example of the direct purposeful activities, it's is the preparation of meats and snacks, making a piece of furniture, performing a laboratory experiment, delivering a speech. So preparing meals and or snacks, nabuhat na ni nato. Mag-prepare kag snacks, pagkaon nimo imong daily meal. And then making piece of furniture, delivering a speech and how you deliver your speech, and performing laboratory experiment. Yes, laboratory experiment making. So again, let's continue. And digital technology integration, gamification, and digital game-based learning. So yes, magpa-games ka. It's natural na siya. So, and that is the 11 stages of Edgar Dale's Cone of Experience. So, Edgar Dale's Cone of Experience is a visual model that represents various methods of learning and their relative effectiveness. While it has been widely used in educational discussion and help educators think about the range of learning experience, it has also faced criticism and debate. Its importance depends on how well it's applied in specific educational contexts and whether it helps in designing effective learning experiences. Some educators find it valuable, while others may prepare alternative models or frameworks. So, ultimately, its importance may vary depending on the perspective of the educators or instructional designers. So, in your deals kind of experience, kanang dili ni siya kanang dagan pa mga way na mag-promote nimo how to develop your experiences, no. So, kani your deals kon is mao ni siya ang way na mas matabang nimo to ma-flow ang imong kuan sa imong visual. Yes. And now, let's talk about the TPACK, stands for Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge. There are so many teaching methods that can be used, and it is also unavoidable to use technology when teaching because nowadays it is necessary to use technology to make teaching more effective. TPACK models give us a new framework for the integration of technology and education and how we can structure our classrooms to provide the best educational experience for students while incorporating technology. So, TPACK models no is a new framework para mas ma-provide ang base educational while nagamit po tag technology. So, TPACK is a theory that was developed to explain the set of knowledge that teachers need to teach their students subjects effectively, and yes, technology TPACK give us three knowledge areas to consider, and that is technological knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and content knowledge. So the circles in the TPACK diagram represents content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and also the technological knowledge. So now we will talk about first the technological knowledge. It is the knowledge about how to use ICT hardware and software and associated peripherals. So example is knowledge about how to use laptop, LCD projectors, wiki, blogs, Edmodo, and Google Class. The second is the content knowledge. It is the knowledge of the subject matter. Example is knowledge about how to use science, mathematics, history, and language subject. And the third is the pedagogical knowledge. It is the knowledge about students learning instructional methods, different educational theories, and learning assessment to teach a subject matter. Example is the problem-based learning, inquiry-based instructions, differentiated instruction. So there are three knowledge that will be formed when the three knowledge intersect. That is the TCK, PCK, and also the TPK. And now we will first talk about the TCK or the technological content knowledge. So It is the ability of the teachers to select appropriate technology in a particular topic so that students better understand the content of the topic. With the help of technology, the concept of the lesson become more concrete. This will help the teacher to have a good teaching and to keep the students interested. So, TCK is mo ni siya ang ability na mag-select bitaw siya og sakto nga topic para ma-provide sa students ang kanang ilang nasabtan para mas mahimong concrete. And now we will talk about the PCK or the pedagogical content knowledge. It is the teacher's ability to choose an appropriate strategy to teach a subject effectively. The teacher here considers the most appropriate task that will help develop the skills of the students demanded by the subject matter. So, ang PCK is mo ni siya ang ability na mapoy mag-choose kung unsa ang saktong strategy para mo tabang sa subject nga mas matarong siya give sa task o pwede siya sa ma-develop ang skills kung unsa ang gidemand sa subject. And the next is the TPACK, which is the technological pedagogical knowledge. It is the teacher's ability to select the appropriate teaching strategy the technology uses in its implementation. For example, students will perform an activity, and with the help of equipment the result output or performance of the students will be outstanding. So TPK is it's all about performing activity to and that would be all of my topic. Thank you.